Hello students, let us discuss about the constructors in Java. The constructor concept which we have discussed already in C++, hope you are familiar with. See, constructor is a special member function where its name is the same as that of the name of the class, and constructor will not be having any return value, and it may take the, since it's a function, it can take the parameters. Single program or a single class may have n number of constructors, and that's what constructor overloading concept is. So all the topics what we have discussed with respect to C++, right, uh, for the constructor, same concepts will be applicable in Java as well. Here is an example program of box class is taken once again, as you can see over here. See, class box with which I'll be highlighting, yeah, this one, three parameters, three variables declared, width, height and depth. Then just go through the comment line as well. Here is a box class constructor you can find, right? This is what box followed by open and closing bracket, which signifies the constructor. Remember, constructor will not be having any return value, right? Since it is a function prototype or function declaration is required for this. This is a function where it performs the set of tasks. As you can see, the function body, there are four different statements mentioned here. We are initializing the width, height as well as depth to 10, 10 and 10 respectively, which I am highlighting. Check over here. And it also prints a statement, system.out.println constructing box. Fine. Apart from that, the class body, that box which has got another normal function. This is not a constructor, it's a normal function, which is it has got a return value of double, name volume, where you are computing the volume of the box, that is width into height into depth, that will be returned to the calling function. And here is a main function. So this is the termination for the box class. Main function, just recall, as we have discussed earlier, even the main function should be included inside the class module in Java. So since there are two classes, as you can see, two different class module, one is box and other one is box demo 6, right? But please remember, main function is included inside box demo 6, so the file name should be box demo 6.java. Let's quickly revise. While executing the program, you have to type the command javac, go to terminal, type the command javac box demo 6.java for compilation purpose. If there are any error messages, it will display the error messages as well as the line number. You have to correct them. Then if there is no error, then it will let you to have the execute the command, say execute the bytecode, or to check the output, say java followed by name of the file, that is box demo. No extension and all required over here. Fine. Public static void main, say why it is public, why it is static, we have discussed in the previous session. Watch my previous videos for that. Public, so it is declared public is access specifier. If you declare it as public, it can be accessible easily from a non-member as well. Then static, without the help of the object we can access to the function. So since main function is the default executable module of any of the program, so object is not required for it, declare it as the static. Fine. You can check the comment line as well. Declare, allocate and initialize the box object. There are two objects we are creating. Recall the object creation step in Java. Watch my previous video, right? Here two different objects we are creating, mybox1 and mybox2. Memory allocation is compulsory. Without memory allocation, it is just considered as reference here. But in case of C++, it would be box of mybox followed by semicolon. That's it. But in case of Java, that particular thing is not sufficient. You have to have the memory allocation, that is new of box constructor. As soon as the object is created, please recall the concept of constructor. As soon as object is created, its constructor is called. So As soon as the object is created, the first object is created, myBox1 is created, its constructor is called. Which constructor? Box class constructor is called, isn't it? So box class constructor is called, right? This particular thing is called, where we have three different variables in it: width, height, as well as depth, isn't it? This is what myBox1 is. myBox1. Similarly, we have created the another object myBox2 as well. This is myBox2, right? So what will happen is, explicit call for the constructor is not required. It will be implicitly called once the object is created. Once this object myBox1 is created, this particular thing is implicitly called myBox1. So what it does is, it will simply initialize the width, height, as well as depth to 10, 10 and 10 respectively. So 10 is filled with respect to width, height, as well as depth respectively for myBox1. Similarly, the next statement is myBox2. What will happen? Again, box class constructor is called. Box class constructor, which has got a system.out.println statement, that is constructing box, followed by three different parameters. You are initializing 10, 10 and 10 respectively, right? This is what done by this step. Next, you are computing its volume. Volume is computed with respect to myBox1. myBox1 dot volume is computed, right, by this step. Volume stores myBox1 dot volume. So 10, check the formula, width into height into depth will be returned from the volume function, that is 10 into 10 into 10,000. That will be written, as you can see over here in the output, with respect to box1, and later it will be with respect to box2. So first what it does is, for the first object, I'll use the pen better. See, for the first object, we can see only one system.out.println statement. These things are assigned, but there is no system.out.println is mentioned here to check the values 10, 10 and 10 respectively. Simply they are assigned. But we have one printf statement, that is, with respect to each object, we have one printf statement. What is that? Constructing box. So with respect to first object, constructing box is printed. As soon as you create the second object, that is myBox2, once again constructing box will be printed, followed by assignment. See, assignments are over here, where, see here the assignments are with respect to myBox2, right? And constructing box, that system.out.println, that will be displayed by step 2. The next step is, next directly we are computing the volume of box1 as well as box2, computation as well as print. That's what done over here, isn't it? If you have any doubt in this program, you can ask. Okay.